Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Guys, how are you all? I pray you are doing good. This is a special segment of special episode of Point of Correction. And yesterday, as usual, Wednesday, I bring you Point of Correction, where we look at issue, what is happening in the Ghana and across globe. Trending issue, most important issue, human-related issue. Unfortunately, technology couldn't help us, so we couldn't air the program. But this evening, we are about to do what we couldn't do yesterday. And with me, I have my guest, Yusuf Banda, who is currently in Italy. He's a member of Economic Fighters League of Ghana and Ghana Union Association in Puglia, southern Italy. What we're going to do today is we are going to look into the death of our brother, that's our brother Kaka. The death that has wakened the spirit of Ghana. I mean, everybody across the globe is talking about the death of this gentleman. As you all know, this gentleman is an advocate. He was advocating for development in his town, that's Yeji. But unfortunately, what happened has happened. So we are here to, last week we did a main show where he gave us a whole eyewitness account. He's not there, but he's in touch with the information on the ground, though he's in Italy. Today too, what we're going to do is we are going to take an update and then we jump on it. So, assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Wa alaikum salam, brother. How are you too?
Alhamdulillah. You good?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Anyway, how is Italy?
Yeah, Italy, as you can see now, we are dealing with the summer, and Italy is fine, and they keep on development projects. Always, even as Italy, you know, it has always been how it is, and it is doing well.
Great. I think yesterday, or is it Tuesday or something like that? I saw you on social media jubilating when Italy won their match.
Yeah. Actually, when they won their match, waiting for the final with the United Kingdom. Yeah. So we are still waiting for this final on Sunday, I think.
I guess you are hopeful. You are hopeful that Italy will win this match.
For sure, Azure. For sure, we are going to win the match.
That's right. That's great. Okay, let's do the business of today. Okay. So far, last week you gave us the situational report. Up to date, what is happening? Can you tell us what is happening as far as the family bit is concerned? What are they saying, and the perspective of Fighters League?
Actually, as you know, what is going down there in Ghana, as we know, the system has been taking things on its way gradually, and things are in the commission and that things. I think we are following everything that is going on from the commission and other things that has been going on in Kumasi. As today we saw the MC also give a speech. We saw a couple of people giving out their speech and from to and fro. But we are still following it, because, you know, when we talk of justice, no matter how heavy the load is, we have to still hold up on justice. So we are still holding on to justice will be for our brother Kaka.
That's right. So we have information that the police, let's look at the police. The police have come out with a still insistent report that the brother of the deceased is the one who killed him. As a fighter, what do you make of this reports?
You know, police has come out with their own with their own report saying that you can imagine, let's put it this way, you can imagine when they say there are three people in this situation, first, second, third, and those that were arrested first, second, and third, they are like suspects. So if you look at the police statement coming out to conclude that the murderer is Kaka's brother. Even in the statement did not state the other two people inside. So what kind of statement is this? To me, I look at this, it's like they are trying to let us to trust what they want us to trust. But actually, we still fight for justice, because it's something coming out in the name of the public view, then it becomes like it's only one person who is there. But it shouldn't be like that. If a system is working, the police cannot just come and state that the killer or the culprit of the situation should be ED, who is Kaka's brother, who has a mental problem. And then what the thing is that they have to listen to only one part of the story. So the thing is that we ask, apart from being even a member of Fighter, as a concerned youth of Ghana, and also Ejura as is in the subject, to me, we stand still to call on justice, because looking at the system of Ghana, we know what has been happening for a long time. We look at Zongo 7, what's happened. We look at Ahmed Saleh, what's happened. And things are like, okay, we decide to tell you what you have to hear, so listen to this. So we still have to hold on to the investigation must be taken thoroughly well, and things must come out as it's supposed to be, because the police coming out with this kind of accusation is somehow we have a problem in the system.
It's a bit mentally unstable. Yeah. Tell me about it. What was the relationship? What's the relationship between his brother? Is it like his disability? Is it that severe to the point that he will attack his brother?
Actually, as they already had some problem for the past before this thing came for a long time. So, like, when you have a problem with your brother or something like that, it doesn't mean that the brother is the one, when something happened, they try to make the story to look like that. You understand me? Sure. But the brother is not mentally stable. Mm-hmm. So looking at these things and looking at some of the images that we saw, even the things that are used to hit our hero, the past fighter Kaka. Look at the 2 sticks were used to knock down Kaka, according to the eyewitnesses and some images that you can have. So how can one person hold 2 sticks to hit a person? So these are things that we have to look through. So the investigation must go on, but the conclusion, to me, done by the Ghana police, I think Ghana police should surely go and work hard, work well. We want them. Kaka was also talking for them. So we shouldn't be like the system is dictating for us, so we should follow it. So I think there are more things to come in the investigations.
Or this report coming from the police, I guess.
To me, as if even looking at the picture of everything, look at this, but I think that is why the legal actions must come in. You understand me? Because sometimes, you cannot say everything, but we are still working. We think the legal action will surely comes in, and this is not going to be like everything that has been happening in Ghana, and things have been left to lay down for a just. Actually, the fact is that things are supposed to be vividly critically examined before coming out this conclusion. I will also ask, like, what is the autopsy saying? What is the autopsy saying about Kaka? There are many things. So for me to see this kind of, press release by the police, I was kind of disappointed. Really, I was kind of disappointed. How can this press release become the press release on one person who they said that is a they think it's a suspect. And then they have 3 suspects in the house. In these 3 suspects, why should we mention only 1 suspect? This is where you see how they are trying to turn the story. But we are still going to stand till the justice reveal.
Today, as I'm coming on this program, I heard a tip where Kaka and some people were, you know, a couple of people, like people within his area, which they were saying that what Kaka is doing will defame the MPP party.
Exactly.
Have those people too been invited to, you know, to at least, because what they said in there was, you know, it's tantamount to something like they wanted to kill him, and finally he's gone. Have those people been called to, you know, to be listened to? At least maybe sometimes people out of fear or something like that, they want to put fear in you, they will threaten you.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
Have the police taken the step to at least invite them to hear their side of the story?
This is what I was saying. This was I was saying in the initial point, looking at what is really happening on the ground. When they were those arrested in the beginning, they were those really arrested in the beginning of everything. Now here it comes that they are those that their names are not mentioned even in the press release. So you can imagine how the thing is going, because the reality is that the police cannot just come and conclude that the killer or the one who murdered our great Kaka, we call it great Kaka now because he's a great person. The one who murdered great Kaka is his brother, just like that. How can it be possible? How can this? What are those 2 people that are also arrested being called as one of the? I mean, the suspects, the 2 suspects. What about them? So, you know, this is where we always talk about Ghanaians should look at the system, because the system is built such a way that you, wherever you pass, they say fix yourself. How can I fix myself if even my institutions are not independent? You understand me? How can one fix himself if even the police is not independent in working on his role? We love the police because the police are there for us as the citizens of Ghana to calm down situations like this, situations that can bring us problems in our society. But whereby the police cannot do its own investigation, whereby the police might be elected or selected by the leading government, and they are not independent, then nothing is going to work. Look at the kind of the allegations coming around. For us being part of Kaka, because some of us were with Kaka, were in contact with Kaka before Kaka, the last day that we are not hearing from Kaka. So this kind of things must not work that way. This kind of, institution must work. It shouldn't work that way, because we don't know what court have they gone to, what investigation have they taken through, what are the real factors, what are things that shows that he's the killer. This is the question. But the 2 people are there, let's maybe relax, because they are a member of a certain MPP political party. But that one should not be like that. We can't hide the truth. They threaten the person. So if they say that Kaka's brother is the one who killed him, okay, did you go to court? Was the issue taken on the legal process? Who is the independent investigator in this process? So these are things we have to also look through. So these are kind of things, they are very sickening, really sometimes disappointed in the system that we are living right now.
Okay, let's say now this the investigation or report we have. As a fighter or the fighters group, are you also going to take a step in investigating, you know, having an independent investigation to ascertain the fact of the matter?
Actually, the investigation of this source, I think, yes, we have written a lot of petitions to United Nations. We have written a lot of reports around, and what we need is, I think, we need an independent investigation into this case, because we have written petition to the Shraj and all that case. So in this chapter, I would tell her yes, independent investigator is needed, because the system of Ghana now cannot be trusted. I'm telling the fact. The system of Ghana cannot be trusted because we don't know those who are leading us. Because when we are speaking about the fact, it seems like you are, once that you don't have money and power, you are powerless. So the system of Ghana does not support now the citizens of Ghana. So we need independent investigators into this kind of matters.
All right. I would say good news, because just yesterday the new National Democratic Congress, that's the NDC, I mean, in the way of eulogizing our brother Kaka, they hit the street to also show their love and, you know, demonstrate in his name. What do you make of this demonstration? You know, I think for me it's a good call for such a political party, the biggest opposition party in Ghana, to rally behind our brother Kaka.
Kaka is for us all. Kaka, everybody that goes to demonstration for the sake of Kaka is welcome. But what is the motive behind the demonstration? Because I want to ask a question. We have let's say the seats of MPP and the seats of NDC almost tantamount in the Parliament House.
Yeah.
The demonstration must start from there.
That's right.
The demonstration must start from there. What's the use for you coming to the streets? Because the demonstration, you have to show it inside the house. So let me tell you, this demonstration sometimes it makes me feel like, is it a joke? When we came out as a conveyors of fix the country to make demonstrations, a lot of this accusation were put on us. Some of them are arrested. Some of them were even, I don't know what to say. So in this case, when NDC came and say he wants to do demonstration, yeah, you have to give him, because we are the same people in the same room, so that things will go down. But I'm saying that I will never ever accept the system of NDC way of going to do demonstration, with even showing the NDC. Some of them were having fun, some of them were in V8. What kind of demonstration is that? A member of parliament is in V8, and while the people are walking in the streets and say that you are going for demonstration. So we the citizens of Ghana have to reason. We have to reason that we are not going to use for showcase by the NDC or the MPP, because the NDC's demonstration is just like a friend robbing the back of a friend. Because they know really if what demonstration will they do after they gave them about millions of money for them to a loan for them to get a V8. That money should say that, oh, let's go and build, listen to what Kaka said and let's put the money there. What demonstration would the NDC have to do? That is more than, since 2000, the issue of paying the first lady and the second lady.
Yeah.
What demonstration will be bigger than that in the Parliament House? So, you know, people should stop joking with the youth of Ghana. Actually, the youth of Ghana have realized, we have really realized that this kind of ping pong of NDC MPP must end, because we are taking out the net. Because they can't use us as for their advantageous political partisanship interest. At the end of the day, they're going to have fun and leave us aside. So for me, everybody have the right to go and demonstrate. But to me, this demonstration is not for Ghana, as a citizen of Ghana is concerned.
Yeah, unfortunately, you mentioned the youth. When you look at the demonstration, the most dominant were the youth.
Yes.
The most dominant of that demonstration were the youth.
I think this is it. Most dominant to be the youth, because most of them are still thinking the partisan NDC and MPP is the solution of Ghana. But after the demonstration, we saw many of our young youth who came out and were blasting the so-called loan for the MPs to get a car. Yeah. So this is because some of them didn't, you know, what some of us know. We still don't blame the youth, because the system has made them to believe that no, if you don't go to A, you have to go to B, because the slaughterhouse is one, but we have only one knife with two sharp edges. So you go in, surely one have to slaughter you, but that's not it. We have to close this slaughterhouse. Those that sharp edge, knives must go out of the slaughterhouse. You understand me? So now the youth have got to realize that the demonstration that they even went was useless. Because after the demonstration, a money came for the MPs to buy cars. Does this make sense? So we know that the youth will understand. The youth are still awakening and looking at demonstration. It's not like it was we know before. There's a decrease of number. Although the NDCM people are the superpower of Ghana, but looking at the demonstration, what you see, if you compare it to the past demonstrations, this one has something loose. So the youth are really understanding it. The youth are really realizing the truth. The youth are really coming to their senses. As you can see, a minister even saying that about 3.1 million of Ghanaians are having psychological problems.
That's right.
So right now we are living in Ghana that we put them powerful, we made them powerful, they made them powerless. So the youth are really awakening. I want to assure you that the youth are really awakening on this kind of system that we are living in Ghana. And they are really awakening. Don't look at the number, but reality, the youth will come back and sit back home and say, why did I go there? These same people, they said, let's go demonstrate for our brother that he was killed. But the same people were telling that what the brother was saying is nothing. Give me the man to buy a car. Why should I go there? So my brothers and sisters in NDC, the youth in NDC, MPP, we realize, they are realizing they are not our enemy, they are the citizens of Ghana, but they need someone to lead them out. And surely they are all coming to understand that the struggle is for us as Ghana, the future of Ghana, and Ghana to come, and Ghana for the future. So I think we shouldn't look at the number that came there. The reality inside the youth is there.
Great submission. Let's look at this another issue worth discussion. As I think last week, the great national chief imam of our Republic of Ghana, the dear of Muslims in Ghana here, and let me say Africa as large, and the vice president of the Republic, who happened to be the only the vice president we have to be a Muslim. He's doing so many stuff for Muslims here in Ghana. Went to visit the family.
You know, we always adore our national chief imam. We always adore his kind work, his lovely, his respect to all things that is called humanity. And he's a symbol of a man of humanity. What I mean as per se, like Bamba, like a Muslim, like from the Zongo community, as I'll say, I will urge the politicians to stop using our chief imam.
That's right.
Because to be sincere with you, it's like when things get more sour, they bring him to cool the people down. And then chief imam has cooled us down. The justice that they are supposed to work on never arrives. You understand me? So
that's right.
So that's why when we say they shouldn't emerge chief imam in their rat work. You understand me? Because for example, looking at the politicians, if it's to be a chief imam's will, then every Ghanaian must have his democratic right in Ghana. But do they do it? No. So that's why when some of us are commenting on such a thing, we will never attack national chief imam, because it's our grandfather, it's our great-grandfather. But bringing national chief imam always in search of is good, but they have to know that they can't make their dirty works and bring national chief imam in. Look at the situation all the way when they came to Ejura Ashanti region. if it's to be me as a citizen of Ghana, of Ejura too, I will say, you know, they were his desires of building his headquarters. Even today, in the what do you call it? In the case over there in the commission. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Good. Today in the commission, they were still talking about building up police headquarters. Nobody is speaking about what Kaka has talked about. Look, they can come back now when they come to commission. They listen to what we are saying now to become their. But I was very ashamed. I was kind of like hurt when I heard them talking about bag of cement to build police headquarters, 20,000 to give to the family. No, you can't buy the death. All we need, you know something, the money that is given, that has been taken, no matter our family, shouldn't mean that the people are going to sleep on it. They have to know this, they have to get this information in their head. And also, secondly, looking at if should be people that care about the situation, they say they will take this opportunity to talk about the problems that Kaka is highlighting in the community. To say, okay, we are going to fight for the justice of Kaka, and also Kaka's legacy must be fulfilled.
That's right.
So, if you come here talking about police headquarters, you're not talking about the gutter that is killing people in the community. Brothers, let us take this. Let us widen up. It should be in a certain country, they'll go all around. In a country like Europe, they'll look at where the person was talking before, where he pointed, why the problem is. But don't come and have, even if you I look at the meeting in the chief's palace, people were praising people. They were praising minister of this, Ojumaya. This is not important that time. It's not time for you to come and show your powers in the country or in the town. It's time for you to come and pinpoint and look at why someone was murdered. If we all know that Kaka is really an advocate of fix the country in the community, who has been going around and talking about the situation in the community. Me being the government, we being the civil servant that comes there to look at the situation, to calm down the situation, we have to also acknowledge the struggle of the deceased. So these are things that makes some of us will think, what? Are we serious? Are we really serious? So I'm very hurt because sometimes because Kaka's action was motivated. Kaka's way of advocacy, activism was motivated by some of us. Because some of us saw what we are doing. We talk about the right thing, we put out the partisan distance, we speak about the facts, then we think the fix the country should send echo to the leaders. Kaka said the same thing in his video. He said the fix the country. Listen to the agenda of the fix the country. It's not a matter of NDC or MPP. It's a matter of the system that is been there for a long time that has not been solving our problem. So bringing the chief imam into this is like you are trying to come and pray, and the people should think spiritually, Islamically, God will make it and keep quiet. Because we know about Zongo 7 and we know about Ahmed Saleh. So these things are things that keep us. We know about what happened in Techima. Where are the justice? We know about the girls that were kidnapped and sometimes they are killed in some place ago. We know about many situations in Ghana that have gone unsolved. So this is not the time you tell me to go and pray and sleep. No, it's time for me to pray and wake up. So I'm urging my people, we are praying to get awake, not praying to sleep. So we welcome, thank for Chief Imam for his coming, but we still coming to say that we will still stand to the justice revealed.
Okay. Great, another great submission. We have some few minutes to wrap up, but I want to ask, now our brother Kaka is no more with us. We are fighting to get justice for him. His legacy. How are the fighters going to protect his legacy?
Good. Now, Fighter is working, you know, we are working since day one that the thing happened, because our slogan is, will tell you that if you touches one, you have touches all. Kaka's legacy is going to live like the legacy of Kwame Nkrumah, because Kaka is going to be celebrated every year. Kaka, whereby we take his work to be even trying to teach the children to know that this is how to be a patriotic citizen. Kaka should be a subject in our school. Kaka's life must be something that should keep our country moving forward. So we are keeping Kaka how we kept Kwame Nkrumah. We are keeping Kaka like how we kept his grandfather Kwame Nkrumah. So these are the patriotic citizens that we are supposed to keep their legacy moving. And fighters, we are still working on it. We make sure that every year that marks the day that Kaka, hero Kaka, fighter Kaka we call him, that marks the day that he left, must be the day that we remember the good works that he did and why he left this world.
Okay, I've been following the activities of fighters. I've seen you've created a I think account, fundraising to help his family. Tell me a bit about that, and then we'll wrap it up.
Actually, this fundraising is just to get, because Kaka's family cannot be left out like that. They cannot be left. Although we thanks to other brothers and sisters around the globe who are also coming in to try to support. We have to keep them, keep them moving. We have to keep them living as the legal procedures keep on taking place. And we know that Kaka's family will not be left just like that, because 20,000 euro, whatever thousand euro we give them today, cannot sustain them. But we try to give the little that we can. The people around can support Kaka's family. And now, not even only Kaka's family, we have Nuruddin's family out there who have also lost their son, the mother who even collapsed. I would say that my condolences to my mothers in Ejura. They should stand strong. We are still with them. And also Nasser, who has also lost his life. May Allah be blessed with their souls. And we tell our families in Ejura that we are all also behind them. Also, not forgetting Awal, who has a young boy, 16 years boy, who has lost his leg, his right hand leg, who is also now struggling, because we know the system of Ghana. So this is why we not let somebody to come and then give them money and leave them like that. So we are still following. We are going to make sure that we are still following. To your information, Kaka is not just a friend to me. It's like a family. It's also a family to me. So that is how you can see the natural fight. We can never let our brothers and sisters to go astray. So Economic Fighters League with other Fix the Country conveners, we are working hand by hand trying to raise funds for these families now, because we started already with Kaka. So I think we are still under management to know how we take the procedure for the other families. So whoever that is trying to help them to other one way or another is welcome, and we thank all the solidarity families around the globe who are also trying to support the family of Kaka, family of Murtala, family of Nasser, and family of Awal, and other people in the hospitals.
Great. Finally, this is a trivial question. Do you still believe in Ghana, or do you still have a hope in Ghana?
I believe in Ghana. That's why I'm fighting for Ghana. I don't believe to be in exile in somebody's country forever. Put together. That means we have to fight that the system we put together, because most of the youth in Ghana that has traveled outside the country, because I became an activist for part of fighters, because I felt how most of the youth in diaspora, well-talented youth, are spending their time here, and they can't utilize it in their country because the system will not work. It will not help you to fix it, because they have fixed themselves. They want to come and help in fixing the country, but the system will never help you to fix. So I believe in Ghana. The Ghanaian youth will surely come on, and will surely make it possible.
All right. Finally, any shout out to your people that are following you? I know people in Ejura are watching you. I can see their messages. I'll read it.
no matter whatever that is going, they should not give up. And this one is the last stage of any partisan politicians coming to fool us and leave us and kill us and destroy us. Let us become enemies of each other. This is the final stage of it. And I believe that I hold in high esteem that the Ejura youth are awakening. And I think if the Constitution of Ghana is going to change for the welfare of the citizens of Ghana, I think it's going to start from Ejura. And I said my condolences to the families and brothers in Ejura, Ashanti region, and the fathers who are also feeling the grief and they are defecting themselves from the NDC and NPP system that is trying to break the brotherhood, the sisterhood in the society.
Okay. Rasbamba, that's Mr. Yusuf Banda. Thank you for your time. Once again, we called you last week. Today we are here, and I believe for you and I, we'll be having this conversation on and on. I think we need to be doing something to awake the spirit of the youth. You know,
thank you very much.
As I said, we will have a day to look at Italy and Ghana. You know, I mean, we should open people's eyes. You know, the situation in Ghana. I mean, opportunities here in Ghana too. Even if you don't travel, there are opportunities that we can tap here to be better person. And then we as human beings, as Ghanaians, how we can also contribute to shape Ghana, to make Ghana what it is. Thank you for accepting our invitation.
Jazakallah, thank you for also calling me to your program.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum.
All
right, so let me check some few messages before I sign out. I have one, the first one comes from Kwaku Abel. It's greetings, okay. We have Pretty Natasha. Good evening. It's greeting. All right. I have Sadiq Bello. Na Halifa. May God bless you. Bro. Ras Banda. Okay. Pretty Natasha is a great Mr. Banda. Okay. I have Sadiq again. The National Chief Imam should resist himself from the movement. We are all with you. No, I can't use the other word you said. Leaders in Ghana. Ejura police office is full of. All right. So guys, thank you. It has been a great show. Let's make time next week